And versus PL now. They need to pick a pretty good hero versus the bat, right?
G, for me anyway, was like probably the second best team, maybe third.
Yeah.
Of the Terrorblade.
September I haven't seen him in a while. I think just because there's been such a lull since TI, but he made some waves. I think playing with whatever the D-Stones lineup was that had some success.
The old Aster team.
Yeah, but he's definitely had potential, and I'm glad to see him on a real lineup. Nice last hit there by Immersion. Good gank mid onto the puck. They find the kill.
Kind of fell off simply because it wasn't their patching.
Yep.
See September die in the top lane.
Yeah. It's, I think, 4 position. Oh, another juke out. Is the one most affected by swaps in the meta because...
Gonna get Ring of Bacillus if it's a lane that's needed for it. Mr. Nongrata here fighting it out with Super, who is going to get bonked by Immersion. It looks like this could be his death as he's just not able to tether away in time.
Yep.
Still a little bit of cooldown.
Really like to see this. Whenever you're countered in lane as an offlaner by the enemy core, Disruptor up there.
September dead again.
Another rotation.
Every single time he pops a Metamorphosis. Good rotation by Immersion. Set up, but as you said, phase shift makes it pretty easy. Now he's going to turn on to Urgon here. Urgon forced to stay underneath the coil and will quickly go invis, but still, Nongrata actually getting the kill on Monet. Very surprising, but Urgon still dying as September shows up and drops the Sentry. If I'm going to be going that kind of style, I want maxed out kinetic field. Now people really want at least 2 levels. Glimpse back to stop the TP. Misha. I'm not sure if he thought maybe Glimpse just wasn't up for September yet or what, but it's definitely there, and it definitely gets them the kill. Nice. Tornado. That's going to prevent him from being able to jump away to his orb. Immersion takes that opportunity to try and grab Setsu here. With the cold snap slowing him down so much, Setsu is going to be able to just barely limp back to his tower in time. Now, September, does he have the glimpse up? I don't think so. Bottom lane, Nongrata, a little bit low as he's being chased by Monet and Super. Monet tried to get close enough to get that Phantom Rush at a distance over the cliff area, but not able to do so.
Off the Bassi.
Mid lane, Urgon in trouble once again, just stuck inside the coil with a Sentry Ward laid out. He tries to get the kill onto Super because he knows there is nothing else for him to do.
Another reason the Quas Wex to me doesn't make too much sense, because throughout the entire game, Puck still kills you a hell of a lot easier than you kill him.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you've got some mid-matchup, like we've seen when the old VP would pick it into like a TA, where you just get your spells off, and now all of a sudden with the +1, you're killing this hero. You're never actually threatening Puck, and if he just coils you, your invis, your move speed, that's all irrelevant.
And as a Quaswex Invoker, it's surprising that he's not moving around more, especially since his matchup is bad. Nongrata in some trouble here. As the rotation comes from September, he's done with that top lane, and he's going to start making waves in mid and bottom, it seems. Team Spirit, you should be kind of happy. You think they should have lost this laning phase even harder then?
Yes. They're going to take the outpost 2 versus 1. They reload.
Oh, the relocate in. That's going to be able to get behind Misha here and quickly execute him, but Super's quite low. They need a little bit more to catch Misha, and the Phantom Rush will do the trick. Same goes with Immersion. He'll fall RNG, just bringing more numbers to this fight.
That is some very solid play by RNG. A 1 TP, a relocate, all of a sudden they're fully 5 heroes top. And this is kind of what I expected. This is why Spirit...
Oh, I'm not necessarily so sure they're actually going to win that fight that they try to take. Once again, Fly just quickly takes out that disable, but the Tornado, always a good counter to the event. Holding him up a little bit longer. I think this is just going to be too hard of a kill for them to catch. 3 people rotating up top lane for nothing. Meanwhile, bottom, the 3-man rotation from RNG is certainly going to get a kill on Nongrata's Batrider.
This is one of my favorite combinations of supports to draft when I was still playing with my brother. Bots up on the puck, continuing to abuse this map mobility, and like we talked about in the pre-show, it's just so
relocate into mid lane. They do have the coil out already onto Immersion. Now the counter coil coming from the Rubik. Really good control. They're going to be able to snap it on Super. Already killing him. Monet's in trouble as ILTW is able to focus him down pretty well, but he does manage to jump himself away to safety as Fly is going to be able to help him out. Now Immersion has gone a little bit too far in his hunt for that kill onto the Phantom Lancer, but it is still Team Spirit up with 5. RNG not able to cross the river.
And they force the meta far away from any tower, which means that still Spirit won't be able to get any pressure going.
Nongrata just out of position here. The rest of his team is going to start making their way over to try and help him out. A Tornado, a clean whiff, and Nongrata, one more nuke. That's all they need, and they will be able to get it. But now Immersion rolling in, does manage to hit the 2-man slow, but ILTW, he's now here, but he's already low enough that he's afraid of getting bursted down. So once again, Team Spirit just not able to do anything with those fights, except for the puck that went to the back line. What? Why did he jump to his orb?
I think he tried to kill the Terrorblade there, who got a timely Sunder off, just didn't finish him in time. just trying to make plays. I'm sure he's feeling himself at the moment. You know, if you're RNG right now that you're ahead, you can feel the pressure you're putting on the Spirit, and the kill potential from that Dire lineup just doesn't feel there. It's really all on this Earth Spirit of Immersion to just consistently land rolls and find kills, but RNG doing a great job of ensuring they're never caught isolated. Because your big concern right now, if you look at the map, hang on.
Glimpse back, Urgon. He does have Immersion somewhere close by, but a kick isn't really going to do a whole lot. He knows that if he gets close, he's just going to be another glimpse target. Meanwhile, the relocate into the back lines catches Misha and has already burned Immersion out of all of his mana. And once again, another ally approaches the fight, but somebody's going to get glimpsed off of this. They're going to give September the vision. Look for it. No glimpse opportunities. The TP buyback comes in from Misha. RNG call it quits. They say, no need to get too greedy here. We already forced a lot.
Very.
He's got the damage build of maxing out the Thunder Strike second, which I'm a big fan of right now. Kinetic Field to be able to hold Nangrata in place. Around the river area is kind of awkward for Phantom Lancer to catch him, but they have the vision thanks to the Thunder Strike that makes it a lot easier for those ranged heroes to bring him down.
Look at that, the Akila up on the PL. This is the dream.
So there's not some like later big power spike that you're waiting for.
And look at the team fight items you fly on. You already have the Vlad's advantage. Soon you'll have a pipe.
Oh, look at him. Just throwing out the shackles, making sure they're going to catch somebody out of this, especially with September in a position to be able to get a good glimpse. Good static storm. That's going to be able to control Urgon. Meanwhile, on the side, they're trying to beat down Monet, and they almost get him until a big heal comes out from Super, and they are able to jump away. Monet now back to full health, thinking to take the fight, but is going to retreat a little bit. He wants to make sure this Metamorphosis doesn't allow Team Spirit to win a fight. They're going to try and catch this event. Monet going back into the side, trying to burn out Nangrata, but as soon as he's focused on by ILTW, he backs it up, and now ILTW left very low HP. They're looking to be able to burst him down. It looks like the Doppelganger is just going to be too much. He can't fight. Oh, no, it's actually fighting the real one. Enough AoE damage, and sure, maybe ILTW dies, but it's going to be one fight for Team Spirit as they look to be able to chase down more heroes. But Setsu, big burst damage in the back line, is going to be able to finish off Misha at least, and Fly is already healed up enough that they can go back in, catch these heroes with the glimpse. And already Team Spirit, they saw their opportunity. They thought they were going to be good, but Setsu comes in with the big AoE nukes, and Team Spirit very quickly fall apart after what they thought was going to be a win. Is Urgon? Might still be Connor. Puck. 5 seconds up for the Blink Dagger. Orb. Silence up. Glimpse over to the side. That's going to just put him into a bad position where as long as they have something, and that is the something they needed, Coil.
That fight went better than it should have for Spirit because Misha got the steal of the shield. It's the only reason the Terrorblade stayed alive as long as he did. Got 2 off on him.
Look at that, September already on the move. He knows his team has got the free Roshan. Yep. He's going to teleport to the side lane and make sure to catch somebody, and there's going to be the rotations with the relocate as well as the Puck trying to join him. September's already made sure they picked off the Bat Rider. Roll in from Immersion. Oh, blocked out by Super, so he's not going anywhere. He's just food for Monet. Should be able to run down with the last bit of remnants of this double damage rune.
Wow. How cool is this draft, Cap? Like, you take Roche, within 5 seconds, you're 5 heroes bottom.
Of this, like, last month or so. And he just feels so oppressive once you lose the laning phase.
Yep.
And as you pointed out, RNG was always going to win the laning phase with this kind of draft.
It's just, we haven't even mentioned the warding. RNG's done a great job controlling enemy jungle. It's just so easy for them to play because you're not punished by over-rotating. You can see they're continuously...
Nangrata does manage to find Super here, but because of the coil, he's stuck in one place, and he's just not tanky enough to survive through it all.
Pretty much well, everything. LTW's in trouble. No BKB.
Does have the Aphotic Shield stolen by Misha, helping him out. Nice tornado, but the pullback there for Glimpse puts ILTW in an awkward position. Can he actually get off some sort of sunder? Nice. He's silenced up right now. Good timing there from September. The roll forward. Oh, blink forward by Setsu, almost blocking the roll. Instead, they're going to have to just get Misha.
Get a chance to come back. Now you've got this critical lead. You've got a bunch of heroes dead. Start clearing out these tier 2s.
Looking at the other side of that coin, because this patch is pretty snowball heavy and such, what do you do when you're in Team Spirit's position? How do you...
Oh, no clue. That's the problem I have with the patch. Because if you can't, you're not able to, you can't get outposts, you can't get runes, you can't get neutral items.
Yeah.
RNG have 6 extra items as they're now on your high ground in 20 minutes.
Yep.
Like, what are you supposed to do? This is gonna be a Rax.
Tornado going off. No EMP to follow it up. They need a little bit of pokes. They need to be able to burn out some of these heroes from RNG because a straight 5-on-5 is not going to be good enough. You can see that Dispel immediately coming out. EMP MVP. Nothing really coming of that. Immersion's going to be slowed down as Illusion staying on top of him. Misha trying to go for some sort of wraparound. I think it gets caught by the puck, ends up dying. Nagrata trying to play around the cliff here, but the coil's going to lock him in place, and the Rage Heroes will finish him off while Immersion is very much stuck as well. That's going to be 3 dead from the side of Team Spirit. Good Tornado coming in, but it's not enough to save Immersion. 1 buyback already being used, and that's the Bat Rider. You've used a buyback, and you can't take a fight.
Excellent play from RNG, definitely the better team here, but Spirit put themselves in a huge hole from the draft, notably the last pick. I think their lineup's fine. You pick a bat into a bat, a 22-pick PL comes out, completely uncountered. You have no wave clear, no illusion clear. How do you win this game as Spirit?
Definitely felt like RNG took the took good effect of that last pick, but Team Spirit already kind of put themselves in that wall. Misha quickly cleaned up by Monet. They can try and hold them with Tornado as much as they want. Nagrata's going to be stuck inside the Static Storm with the Kinetic Field. Meanwhile, Fly is actually going to drop it a little bit low. He still has his ultimate though, and ILZW almost forced it, does manage to get off that Sunder, and now Setsu in trouble. Do they have any AoE sort of control? Meanwhile, ILTW is battling out Monet, and he can't actually stand this fight because it's a delusion fight. He doesn't know which one is real, and eventually he will fall. Immersion, okay, glimpse back on Ergon. It's not Immersion who dies, but Ergon very likely here as he already has the dust on him. He's not going to be able to ghost walk out of this one. September, beyond godlike disruptor.
My MVP for sure. This man has been everywhere.
Incredible performance to be sure, and it's not quite yet over as the Thunderstrike under Nagrata, keeping the vision. He glimpses over, make sure that he will fall again.
Spirit keeps trying to like poke in and poke out, but there's always a glimpse. And it's like watching it's like you've ever watch a pack of wolves, you know, isolate someone from the herd. You don't even need to do the work of it. You just kind of teleport some cap out to the squad, and they go to town. RNG 23-minute, 5-second dominating victory.